And welcome back to, I guess it'll be part 3 of Gundam Online, the major update UC0080, no double, what numbers? 0096. 4:20 a.m. here, guys. Translated with me, Polo Dash. Right, so last time we went through the changes done to the Federation. Oh, fucking, I try to do it as fast as I can, but I still clocked in at like 50 some minutes. Ridiculous. I can't believe how long this is taking. But in actuality, if I were to like go and type this all the changes out to translate, it would take me like 3 times as long. So I'm actually saving time. So this is good for me because 4:20 a.m. I need to freaking go to bed. It's not like I have work tomorrow, but I want to do things tomorrow. Don't want to spend the entire day sleeping. Alright, so Zeon. Zeon, this shouldn't take as long because the changes to Zeon are going to mirror the changes to the Federation. And also, the changes are they're all the same. The buffs to machine guns, beam rifles, weight reduction to grenades, and like the silly howitzer changes and stuff. The Zaku-1, for example, right, same changes, except the Zaku-1 is going to benefit more from the weight reduction of grenades because Zaku-1s, they don't have rocket launchers. They main grenades as their explosive weapons, and they get impact grenades also, which is something that the SLGM does not get. So now you can pack your impact grenades at 160 weight. That's pretty awesome. Using these are now viable because they weigh much less. Before, impact grenades were just too heavy to load onto your Zaku-1 to be effective at close range. Usually, like, you'd be using impact grenades with Zaku-1s at like ridiculously long distances, like chucking them across the map, like across rivers and stuff to hit bases or something. But now you might be able to like chuck an impact grenade. You can maybe try, risking your Zaku-1 against an Alex with an impact grenade and make him fall, and you can kill him, step over his dead body, and fucking, I don't know, fist pump. You can tell me about it, it'll make me happy. Right, my favorite is unit, Zaku-2J, getting buffs to weapons that I don't use on it, but that's okay. I don't know, trying to maybe switching out the missile top for a 3-burst machine gun type F might be fun. Maybe something I could try. I probably won't. But they're getting a speed boost, and they're getting some armor boost, right? Like other heavies, it's cool. All the same, all this is the same, all this is the same, all this is the same. Oh, the Zaku Marine type is getting nerfed. Their sublock gun, their missile launchers. Instead of firing 3 missiles per salvo, they're gonna have to fire 6 now. That's a nerf. That's a major nerf. That means that you have to like. That means that you're gonna have to have your missile launcher out longer. It takes long to fire 6 rounds over 3. That sucks. Also, it's gonna the damage is getting nerfed here to reflect the number of shots fired. So you can see that the damage is halved here on each of the sub-block guns because the number of missiles that's going to fire is doubled. This sucks. But the thing to mention is that their blast radius isn't getting cut in half, at least. The Zaku Marine's missiles blast radius is worth noting because it's wider than lots of missiles. Like assault class missiles have pretty shitty blast radius on their missiles, along with plenty of heavies are on par with assault's missile blast radius. But the marine type Zaku's got a very decent blast radius on its missiles. That's still kept, but it's dealing less damage, which sucks. So yeah, they're getting buffed. It's this horrible day. What else? I think I noticed the GOG not getting an armor bonus at all. Sucks. But the Zigag, my favorite amphibious unit, is getting 130 extra points of armor, And like other beam rifles, beam weapons, it's getting 400 extra points of damage on semi-automatic and 200 on not semi-automatic beam weapons, which is awesome. And it's gonna be more accurate. It's awesome. Zugak is gonna be more killer than before. Awesome. I'll continue to rock with this forevermore. Awesome. Zaga to FS. Yep, change same stuff. The goof custom. Like the unit. What number was it? 5 was it? The one with the giant Gatling gun. Same changes. The amount of damage has been improved the same amount, and also the rate of fire. Oh no, it's not the rate of fire. I'm sorry. Oh man, I don't feel like fixing it with like captions and shit. Not the rate of fire has been improved. The bullet velocity has been improved. Whoops. So that means these shots will be easy to land. That's good. Except the goof custom is outclassed fully and utterly by the flight type. Even more so after the update. I'll get to it. The Zok is I was gonna say the Zok fires its beams in pairs, so the damage here is actually doubled, but I think the buff reflects this. It's still 400 extra for non-automatic and 200 for automatic. Its 3 burst is 200 more times 2. That's 400. Is that the same? Is that? No. See, the Zigak's 3 burst particle cannon has 200 extra damage. The Zok's 3 burst cannon is an improvement from 950 to 1150. That's 200 more, and since it fires in pairs, that's 400 more in total if you can land, both shots. So is that a thing? Is that significant? It might be. I stopped using the automatic weapons on the Zok though because it's too hard to hit with. I used Type F. But that might be a thing. I'm curious. Let's go up to like some of the Gundams. Or no. Actually, you know what? I don't think Gundams get 3 burst beam rifles. Most assaults don't get 3 burst beam rifles. Only it's a heavy thing. So we'll go to a heavy. Like everyone's favorite mass-produced gun cannon WD. Beam rifle burst 3. No, 200 extra damage. What about a 3 burst in the same cost class? Like, I think, isn't this guy 300 cost? 200 extra damage. So yeah, the Zok is getting 200 extra damage over other heavies in their 3 burst beam. Technically. So that might be a thing. That might be a thing worth trying out for your Zok if you're hardcore in the Zok. Not many people are. It takes a lot of Zok love to main Zok, but if you main Zok, you should be getting mad boners over this. Okay, let's continuing on. Right, Goof is getting his machine guns buffed. No damage, no armor buff on Dom high mobility experimental type. Why are Zeon fatties not getting the buffs like everybody else? The Zok is not getting an armor buff either. Why? Why is this? But the Zok is. It's what? I don't know. Maybe they forgot. Maybe they were doing this update at 4:30 in the morning, like me. Dom Cannon is not getting an armor buff either. What? Fat unit's not getting armor buffs. The Dom cold climate type is a heavy, but it's not getting the speed buff like every other heavy. Why? because Fed bias. Okay. Yeah, just generic, same changes to like everybody else. The High Gog. The High Gog is significant because its hand missile is getting a damage buff from this much to this much. So the High Gog's hand missile is another one of them things that could KD if you don't like manage to explode the unit that you locked onto with the missile, with the 3,000 damage already dealt. That guy's getting an armor buff though, 100 points. That's like nothing, but still something. And it's beam weapons, same changes like everybody else. The Axaku, right? The Axaku has the GM rifle mirror in its bullpup machine gun, but I think, I don't know, does the GM rifle fire 4 shots at once? I don't think it does. I think it's 3 bursts. The bullpup machine gun fires 4 at once, so it's actually firing its bullets slightly more fast than other burst weapons. And it carries more per clip. So this changes slightly bigger advantage to the Axaku and its bullpup weapons. The first production Galgoog, I think I mentioned while doing the Federation, while doing the Federation, the RX-2, you know, the Gundam, with the prototype Gundam, and this guy gets better beam rifles than most others, barring like the Alex, I think, and like, I don't know, I think that's it. So it's buffed more. So your beam shooter first production Gelgoog is friggin' dealing that damage, so it's extra more. Cool. Dialco, same as the ball. Nothing exciting. It's unfortunate. Gigan, nothing exciting. It's a howitzer is dealing more damage. That's good because I use that. Now I'm going through everybody because it's not working. It's not the way I wanted to do it. But just like look, see the Juag. The only buff is getting is to the speed, but I think his speed buff is 40 some more. I think that's a lot more than others, which only got like maybe like between 10 and 30. I think I've seen some units that only get like a speed boost of 5. I think somewhere in here. I don't think we got to it yet. But yeah, like the Zaku Marine, I'm gonna get like 20-ish. And what's the Desert Zaku? Right, getting what, 30-ish. So the Juag's 40 is fairly significant, but the Juag goes ultra slow already, so it's being put on par with others. Again, its weight hasn't been reduced, so you're only still carrying 2 weapons on the GAN if you got a gold print. And the high bombs haven't been improved, so you can shed your single tier. The Zogak, it's auto fire boomerang cutters are being treated as beam rifles, so they're getting their beam rifle buff. The Ifrikai. The Ifrikai is like half being treated. Its grenade launchers are half being treated as howitzers because it's getting that max lock-on range reduction, but it's not getting the the damage increase like the cold climate GM. But the Ifrikai's grenade launchers are worth mentioning, even though they haven't been buffed. The Ifrikai might be another one of them suits that could potentially get KD through his grenade launchers, because he fires 2 at once, right? And I think its Type F deals enough damage with rocket launcher trait or rocket shooter trait to deal like, I don't know, at least 550-ish. I'm just kind of throwing a number out there, but it was like a reachable number for stun. And if you could land both at the same time, that's 2 stuns, and with the current system it'll be a stagger. And if you can then quickly melee for 1,000 points of damage, that's a knockdown if the guy survives it. Unlike other suits, other melee suits that has 2-part melees that are useful, the Ifrit Kai's isn't that very useful because it consumes crap tons of boost. It's not viable for hitting people. It's viable for hitting base. So if you want to try it, I'm gonna try it at least. I'm gonna try doing this grenade launcher combo and knocking things down. It's a possibility with the Ifrit Kai, especially because he can go into exam, which improves the damage of the grenade launchers more. The Zuda's got a slight armor boost, no speed boost or anything. Its machine guns got improved like everybody else. The Yagu Cannon didn't get the speed boost, but it did get the boost capacity penalty reduced. Zaku artillery type. It's got 30 extra points of armor. Whoop the F and do! But I guess it's better than none. Like all the other fatties. Like other fatties that didn't get armor bonuses for whatever reason. But it's got machine gun improvements, but I don't use a machine gun on it. Zaku Miner, how you doing? It's shitty as before. Its machine guns do more damage, but okay. Dozo Zaku has that kick that auto knocks down, just a note. And that's it. The Gelgoog. Not worth noting. Oh, its speed hasn't been improved, but the boost is like the Gelgoog cannon. The devs deemed that it goes fast enough, but reduced the boost penalty. I personally think the Black Tri-Star Zaku got a huge improvement in this update because it's the weapons that get buffed. 2/3 of its arsenals is that. It doesn't carry a varied assortment of weapons, but it's got the weapons that matters in 0096. Machine guns and grenades. So now its grenades weigh even less. And its machine guns deal more damage. It sounds like a super plus to me. I might even try regular crackers. You know, the reason why I was using type M is because, well, one big reason was because it weighs the least. I might try crackers. I don't know. Still. Char. The machine gun buff is going to help Char because Char's machine guns are more accurate than everybody else's because of its module. That's it. Ag didn't get much. It got armor. The Juag artillery type gets a unique. It has a unique 3-shot incendiary rocket launcher that arcs. Its blast radius has been improved, which might be significant because not many people uses the 3-shot incendiary on the Juag artillery type because the blast radius is so pitiful that you usually don't hit with it. Now you might. Yep. Right, so he's got the extra module, and he's also another one of them guys with the, since it's a Noxug, he's got the bullpup 4-burst machine gun, which you might use. The Kempfer. It's chain mines. Got an additional 7,500 points of damage for that sweet knockdown. I guess it's got 150 points extra damage, extra armor, which is more than most. But the only other buff it got is to its head Vulcan because it's a machine gun. The Herd Herb. The Herd Herb is another one of them guys that could potentially get KD via staggers and stuns because it can insta-switch to it through its cannons. But the buffs it got are to its Kinville machine guns that no one uses because it takes forever to draw out. And that's that. Yeah. Schneid got 5 extra points of speed. Woo! Its 3-barrel Gatling gun has been improved, and this is a primary weapon for the Schneid. Or it's like a bread and butter. You usually load this weapon on the Schneid, so this is an improvement for him. The Nacht. Along with the grenades and its machine gun output damage buff. Right, like the Fred Pixie, its Cold Blade D3 type. The motion has been changed. The elevation has been quote-unquote limited. The amount of height you can get through it has been dampened. By how much? No one will know until the 26th. Fujizaku is still crap. Wee crap. The Ramzuyok. I was hoping that it's like RAM would play a part in this new KD threshold, but it has been changed. And that's that. It's got an armor buff though. So I've never used the support Zaku Marine, but I assume it fires 3 missiles. The Zaku Marine support type didn't get that nerf. It's still firing the same number of missiles. Oh, the Galgu Cannon artillery type is still garbage. Because it didn't get any kind of bounce buff, or nor did it get any of its weapons weight reduced. But it's got a huge list of pretend buffs. But I mean, it's machine gun. I mean, that's the thing. I use its machine gun. No, I guess I take it back. It's got damage improvement on its howitzers. And the blast radius on the howitzers has been improved. Not all howitzers got their blast radius improved, I don't think. Only their damage, but the Galgu Cannon artillery type got additional blast radius. I didn't look at this close enough. I was just saying that I just skimmed through and went, no wait, balance changes. Next. But hold on. I'm gonna compare it with Federation Scum, hold on. What is a... Let's go, like, look at... Where is it? Artillery Gundam piece of shit. Where are you? Fucker. There he is. No. They all look the same. There we go. Yeah, most howitzer weapons, the only ones that got a blast radius improvement is on their Type M, and I think it's Incendiary. And other weapons just got damage improvement. And it looks like the Artillery Galgug is the only one that got a splash damage improvement. But your gun cannon. Oh, nope, I take it back. No, I take it back. The gun cannon got damage and blast radius boost too. Oh, you know what? I think the artillery Galgug was supposed to be the mirror for the gun cannon, but no one uses the gun cannon because it sucks. And that's why no one uses the Galgug cannon, because people think it sucks. I like it. So I wonder if the gun cannon is something that I would be able to use if I were to play Federation. No one uses the regular gun cannon because it can't do like what other gun cannons can do, which is shenanigans. But also, it says the gun cannon got the shot velocity on their howitzers improved. Did the Galgug cannon get that too? I kind of want to just go and check another howitzer carrying artillery dude. Yeah, it looks like only the Galgug artillery counterpart got the same buff. So let's go back down to the... Alright, so yeah, the Galgug cannon artillery type, their howitzers got their speed improved too. Um, this reason might be, I think it's because the dev team recognized that by doing this, it'll make it easier for the players to get both the howitzer and the direct rocket to impact the opponent at the same time. Like the way I have my Gyalgu artillery set up is that I have the Type F rocket and Type N howitzer, because Type F howitzer travels in the air too slow for it to match the speed of my Type F direct rocket. Because the Type F direct rocket travels the slowest, and if you use Type N howitzer, it just about meets the same speed. So like, while this is traveling straight slowly, Type N, it travels fast enough to be able to strike the opponent at the same time with the rocket. But with this, I might be able to low like howitzer Type F with rocket Type F, but you wouldn't, because then the Gyalgu cannon artillery would have like such crap load that it wouldn't be able to stay standing. Oh, and also, whereas everybody else that's using howitzers got their max lock-on range reduced for whatever reason, the Gyalgu cannon artillery got it increased. Don't know why. It's to troll Gyalgu cannon artillery users. Hey, look, it's a buff. Look, be happy. You didn't get hit with the nerf stick like every other artillery guys. You should be happy. You should be breathing out that sigh of relief. Dumb tropical test type still sucks. It doesn't matter. The fucking damage output on the machine gun, some extra bit of armor, don't matter. I think this unit's still gonna suck in 96. GPO2. Oh, it's Atomic Bazooka. It has guaranteed knockdown with this 35,000 points of damage. Yeah, nothing lives 35,000 points of damage. What else? Oh, we can shed a tear for Shin Matsunaga Custom Gyalgu J, because where everybody else got the you know, their boost to their beam weapons, Shin Matsunaga's beam rifle were left untouched. I can only shrug my shoulders and ask why. But it's beam spot gun. It's wrist-mounted beam spot gun. It has got a slight damage buff, but yeah, it's a very underpowered automatic beam weapon that it's supposed to primary. Was not touched. It's fucking bullshit. In addition to the very loose lock-on that it's got, not touched. Gyalgu Gam. Gyalgu Gam is weird. I'm gonna have to test it out after the update because, right, it's wrist Gatling that I rely on right now. It's got a damage buff of 50, right? And this thing fires. Its rate of fire stat is 1466. But after the update, the 3-burst machine gun that it gets a rate of fire of 1484 and fires faster and should, like, mathematically be have higher damage output than the wrist gun. So, you know, I might try out both, depending on some factors. Okay. Prototype counter, like the the Gundam unit, was it 5? The Gatling gun guy, same buffs. Right, it's shot velocity, like it and the Goof Custom, improved. It's cool. Peasant Dodge is whatever. Blue Destiny, notable because of its exam. Also, while it's in in like the second stage exam, it deals like quadruple damage or something. So that's more machine gun damage for you on top of the machine gun buffs that's already been implemented. That's going to be implemented. Zaku Flipper, whatever. The Shima, right? Like it's Federation Mirror. What's a GP? Oh, I don't know. Something. Or the Gundam unit something. It's Vomit Ray. It's Piccolo gun. Range increase. And I still don't have a gold Shima. I want one. What else? Alright, I mentioned the the Goof Custom is going to be completely outclassed by the Goof Flight type. Because the Goof Flight type's upgrade to its machine guns is unique in that, for whatever reason, its charging Gatling gun got a buff of 150 points to the 50 to 100 that buff that other machine guns got. For whatever reason, this guy has been blessed with 150 points of buff. Not only that, the base damage, the charging Gatling gun's damage is base damage times 1.1 because you can't fire it uncharged, and when it's charged, it deals 10% more damage. So, in effect, by default, your charging Gatling gun type N is dealing, what, 132 points of damage per shot? Not only that, the shot velocity on them have been improved. So, I think the Goof Flight type is the WinRAR. I think this guy takes home the trophy as the most buffed unit in the game of UC0096, in my opinion. Because I don't think I need to be in game to know that this is going to deal tons of damage. But there is still the fact that other suits, got their automatic weapons improved, and the Goof Flight type, not only is it slow for a 340 cost assault suit, it's got a wide profile. So it might aggro a lot of Federation units around it. Or it might draw aggro, when it goes and just goes on a killathon through enemy lines, just blasting away with its chain gun. But I kind of can't wait to use my silver print after the update to see how much mayhem this thing can cause with its upgraded machine guns. And that's it. Really, Shar Gelgoog, its semi-automatic beam rifle is more powerful than most other beam rifles, and it's also getting 400 points of buff. That's something to note. And also, because it's a Shar suit, it's got that special module that reduces it tightens the cone of fire while on the move. So, for those that's been trying it out and having success with Shar Gelgoog's extra damage dealing semi-automatic beam rifle weaponry, this is good news for you. Unfortunately, it's his fully automatic beam rifle is on par with everybody else's beam rifle damage. It's just his semi-automatic is more powerful. I use its 3-bush machine gun, and it's pretty decently effective, and it's got 100 extra points of damage now, and a tighter firing arc, or cone of fire, thanks to its module. So, I mean, it's a slight improvement, I guess. Yeah, that's it. The Zaku half cannons, Gatling cannon, I think got Uh, I didn't get its velocity buff, but it's still dealing damage. And I guess that's it. And that's that. So that's everything. I probably had stuff I wanted to say to conclude this translation session, but it is nearing 5 a.m. and my brain is like gone. It's time for me to shut it down. So we're gonna call this a wrap. If you got any questions, if you got comments, if you got opinions that you wanna send my way, just comments down there, and I guess I'll reply when I get to it. And I guess to repeat what I said in the first video about the Skype group that I host. If you want to be a part of that, I got like a general chat going where we talk about Gundam Online amongst other various sexy things. I also have a separate chat where I translate the updates every week. It's a little, I don't know, because I am a horror person, it makes me feel better about myself that I help some kind of community by doing this, I guess. But it's a thing I do, and if you want to be part of that, just I guess you can PM me your Skype handle, or you can PM me through the game your Skype handle, and I will throw you in there. Just if you could, no, not if you could, but I want you to include your in-game name, so I could like identify like who you are and stuff, and I guess we can I can find you and stalk you and stuff. No, it's just so that I don't know, some kind of my way of like preventing like spam prevention or something. I guess I don't know. It's a policy I kept, and I guess it's a policy that I'll continue to keep while as I advertise my Skype channel to you guys on YouTube's. Okay, I'm done. I'm going to bed. I hope this helped you. If it didn't, I don't know what to say. I'm sorry I wasted your time, but it's time for me to go to bed. And how do I turn this off? Where's I got all this crap in my secondary screen that's in the way. There we go. Okay, I'm going to bed, and on those times I'm not sleeping, I hope to see you in game. Bye!